Well, Agus Basher, how's it going? Thanks for the comment. Well, welcome in Austin After Dark, and look, here it comes. The flyer tech, in effect. We're just starting out. We're gonna have some stickers and flyers. We're out and about in the 90 plus degree heat tonight, but it's nicer than some nights. Got the amazing Pearl Snappy with me here. She's gonna be going a velocipede there on the bike. So say hi. Hi. Hurrah! So, all these poles on campus. These poles on campus. So, we were gifted a very large amount of flyer tech. It is nice. It is wonderful. And we're going to do our best with it. So, right, hello. Let's see. Jill Bo Baggins, a girl. Kyle Vanderwager. Never a Nana, thank you for coming in. Oop, what's up? Cookie. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all to you. Jody Spumodi. Back at Jane. Y'all rock. Thanks for being here. Good to see y'all. Ding it. Oh, I don't know if you could hear that ring. It's such a clear bike bell. It really is something. So, unfortunately, you can't staple onto these kinds of poles here. I don't think they'd appreciate it. I don't think it would work very well. But I'm gonna go kind of comic on this one, I think. So, good to be out here. Oh, here she comes, walking down this. Oh no, I'm trying to get the action shot. I am a terrible photographer. Oh no, okay, so, because I've got flyers and tape in my hand. There she goes. Where she stops. The shadow knows. Come on back. I need to, like, it will do the job. You're right. I'm looking forward. I mean, I already love the comedy of it. Very, very much. Okay, now I'm kind of getting the curvature of the thing. I think she's just warming up on the bike. But the thing is, Pearl Snappy got this mount for her gimbal on the front of her bike. That should be just really fun. So she'll be able to ride around. You'll get like a snappy eye view of what's going on. Break. Yeah, thank y'all. New toys, indeed. Well, especially if they're going to kind of aid in what we're doing. And I think if you don't already know, Pearl Snappy's an avid bicyclist. Really, it's one of her like true and pure joys. And so to be able to like combine the bicycling and the protest, I think is a big deal. And here it comes. Ha ha! I mean, are we cooking with gas or what? So, not the prettiest job. I've got to get better at the corners. It's the curvature thing. And so, I've got to pull it down so they're kind of crinkled. Okay. I haven't done this in a while. But, they're so colorful, though. They're really striking. Oh, nice. Oh, yeah, you need like a little basket with like a file folder for stickers and stuff. Yeah. So it's let's see, we got talkies now. Roger there. Hello. Hi. You know, for safety and stuff, we're trying to do it up because, you know, they've been kind of accosting us quicker and sending the street toughs faster. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, seriously. It's so hilarious. I love it. Yeah. Right, yeah. I'm just gonna do this. Maybe put a sticker on there. All right. Jody Spumoti. Love the talkies for safety, right? Exactly. That's the idea. Because it's been getting nuts. Increasingly kind of scary out here, and kind of scarier and scarier drug addicted psychotic people coming after us. So that starts to get a little tiresome. No to my choices. Okay, I can't choose. I won't do it anymore. I'm sorry. No! Bill Robinson. Okay, so I'm not sure how well the stickers are going to do. No, that's kind of nice, though. So, oh, yeah. All right. Right into my face. You guys didn't want that. Now we're cooking with Gerse. Where'd it? Hide it. She's so agile now. I can lose a pearl snappy in 2 seconds. It's pretty great. So, what are these can't be stickers, are they? They're not. So, yeah, it's so freaky, but gets the point across, I think. Oh no, my talking. All right. What's up, y'all? Oh, right. No, yeah, quick and very, very good on a bike. Just inner element. It's fun. So, all right. Okay, so this is kind of a test of these materials. I'm not sure how well they're going to stand up to the Texas heat and humidity. Ooh, yeah, indeed. Right. Well, you know what's not sexy? Some kind of blunt trauma to the cranium. With not wearing a helmet, I'm so glad. Pearl's a super helmet wearer all the time. Going to protect the dome. We need that brain, all of us. Definitely myself, and of course her needs that brain. So. Just to breathe. It's kind of nice. It's peaceful out here. Doing this kind of work. Just getting to talk to y'all. Talk. And not have a Sciento like right behind you. Let's see. Yeah, she's smart to ride. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, bicycle was my primary mode of transportation for a fair amount of my life until I was about 30. I finally gave in and got a car. Just wanted to go more places. And lived and died by the bike. Okay. Well, I did that one with my left hand. Yes, it has. Thank you so very much. Thank you, Mr. Mrisker. Which is just a wonderful name. We're all having fun. Just, I think, the individual that shares your name as a spoonerism is kind of questionable methods and motivations. So, there's this bus stop. It's gonna be all this stuff. Quiet and peaceful. Except the lull of the traffic. This one I'm gonna save to closer to the org. So this one's more for the Scientologists and for us. Because who knows LRH, you'd have to look it up, and then getting the thing about his amber teeth, that's another thing altogether. As we move closer to the org, we'll have the more Sciento specific messaging. But I've got to get faster on this because it's like got to learn how to do this. I don't know what my go-tos are. So that one is good. That one will do. Yeah. Do another one of these. Yeah. 2 distinct piles of flyer tech. Yeah, no, absolutely. It's really nice. Yeah, the general and the, oh my God, I can't believe they said that for Scientologist stuff. Welcome. Hello, how's it going?
Oh, just riding around the parking garage, just getting trolled.
Yeah.
My friends telling me I'm out of breath.
Getting trolled?
They're not actually trolling.
No.
There probably is.
Who dares troll? Who dares?
I don't like the sound of that.
Yeah. Yeah. So I hope we've all had good days. There's a wonderful live that we did with the Cultology twins, who have just hit 1K subscribers, and they've been doing these crazy good interviews with a bunch of streamers and supporters and mods and all sorts. And I very, very highly recommend it. If you haven't already availed yourself of this, get on it. Waste no time, because this will be fun for you and all the squirrels. Had a really nice group of people. Of course, the Cultology twins, Summer Savage and Doctor Who Heather. Myself and Pearl Snappy. Degraded Daughter was up in the piece. Liz freaking Ferris. Oh no, Nora. So let's see. When there were 9. How did Davey and Scavenge get to that level without any auditor training, huh? Seems fishy to me. So I was looking into this guy, Ken Moxon. His name comes up all over the place in like Scientology lore. After this court appearance yesterday. And I was like, oh yeah, that's right. He was an unindicted co-conspirator with Operation Snow White. And has been running dirty tricks probably before then. He's, was the Protectors? That's what he was a part of. And for Operation Snow White in 1977, it seems from the FBI files, his part in it as an unindicted co-conspirator was that, what was it? He handed over to the FBI incorrect information. Basically, they were looking for handwriting samples of somebody that infiltrated the FBI buildings, and he was tasked with doing that. He gave them incorrect information. He was able to get away with it by saying that he did not do so knowingly and just signed off on what other people had done. So I was just following orders. And that's, I think, why he remained an unindicted co-conspirator. And so this guy's, DOA went to, up against the New York Yankees of Scientology legal tricks. What you got there? Dodgers are better than the Yankees. How many titles do they have? What do you mean by better? I'm from Boston, so you're not speaking my language even close, so I don't know what you mean. Yeah, indeed, Lynn. Well, the thing is with somebody like DOA is, some kind of person like that or anybody else, well, hello there, ENR, is going to have difficulty fighting with somebody who can easily outmaneuver them by doing things that they're not willing to do. So that's the thing. Loose cannons are dangerous for that reason, and they're very effective for that reason. So, you can pivot, you can move, you can do all of these things. You're not tied down to anything. You can have what is called a flexible response. You can respond to emergent situations accurately. So, yeah, that'll be interesting. So, I'm getting this all messed up now. Need to flatten it out. Hey, August Basher, good to see you. Nameless. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, people that are playing all the way for keeps with nothing to lose. Absolutely, it's that they will be able to go where you cannot. Making moves like that. So it's poor Ken Moxon. Well, not poor, because he's seemingly very, very, very well paid. Kind of disgustingly well paid, you could say. Especially for what it is that they actually do. So yeah, these FBI files, they're the LRH FBI files. It's it's under, I believe, that heading on the WikiLeaks page. It's still up. Any of y'all can find it. It's the second PDF. There are 8 of them that goes over Operation Snow White and the FBI actually freaking out that they've been infiltrated by this person, and then once they were trying to identify who this person was who infiltrated them, they were trying to get examples of handwriting. I believe this person had signed out for certain pieces of evidence or signed a log book, and Mr. Moxon gave them false evidence, and he got away with it because they weren't able to prove that he did so knowingly, or they didn't care enough, or they were using him for something else behind the scenes. But so I think it was LRH and 17 to 20 others, and Ken was one of them, who were unindicted co-conspirators on that. Let's see. I don't know how ASL could tell DOA to protest elsewhere. Yeah. Well, I mean, back and forth, everybody's saying you can and can't do this. And, there's only so much that any of us can dictate each other's activities in any way that's reasonable or will be listened to. And so there's a whole lot of people being like, you can't tell me this, you can't tell me that. And it's like, yeah, of course. Duh. No, you can't actually. The only way you can have somebody tell you to do something is if you just listen and do it, right? People can say all sorts of things, but you don't have to listen, right? It's probably better you don't. So yeah, that going back and forth, you can't tell me this, that, and the other thing. It's a mug's game. So, and people just got to stop swinging, basically, and it will die down after a time. It'll just, all of this stuff will become very unpopular, but sometime in July. And so, as much as we respond to the response to the response to the response to the response to the response, we're perpetuating this cycle of resentment and recriminations. I mean, yeah, I don't know evidence, and it's going to take, I think, some time for the dust to settle before we can really see what's what's actually going on here. So many hurt feelings, and a lot of just kind of basic misunderstandings that I think could be settled if you got everybody into a room. It's because we're doing it all through texts and lives that I think a lot of human stuff is getting missed in a lot of these interactions. And when emotions are high and it's for keeps and it's like your life or your livelihood or the person that you've chosen as a partner or anything like that, tensions and emotions are going to be so high that might not be able to work out stuff like that. So oh, Janice KR, I don't know if that's outing anybody, although it's even if true, that's like just a longer standing association with somebody that's been funding the movement is just not surprising. And although it seems I'm not sure currently with how much things are changing, what anybody's motivations are. Everything's shifting so fast. So, what 86 wants or wanted other than just helping along, I don't know. Now, having some undue influence, perhaps, maybe deeper than we would all like for comfort, I think, yeah, apparently. But I don't know what any of that means. I know what it might look like to some people in a certain context. And I know what that could indicate, but like as far as knowing anything about this, I think I'm very far from it. So, from like knowledge. I got some ideas. But the fact that we had this hiccup with Danny's case because of this dumb, boneheaded move by a lawyer that, I don't know, maybe the bar should look at this guy because that is just awful. Beyond. And perhaps there should be some reimbursement from this firm because they did not do their job. So how they get 10 grand out of this, I don't know. I don't know how that, was that work that was done? You go into a freaking courtroom and try to give somebody's life away and you call that work? Nice if you can get it. I don't see that as being effective, and I think for the reputation of the firm, they would be well advised to at least give some kind of a discount. That is, I would say, highway robbery. But what do I know? I'm on the outside. I don't know anything, but from here, it looks like that. That's what I mean to say. It looks pretty bad, and I would be asking for money. So. Although contractually, I don't know if there's any possible way. The retainer's just what it is. Hey, I showed up. So. But Danny, that we couldn't just all come behind, Danny as a community in the way that each one of these other cases had been done is just, it's an indication how bad things have gotten. How very bad. And that's entirely sad and upsetting. And for the same for DOA, going in there, facing down Ken Moxon and getting his continuance. The fact that we all couldn't come together and celebrate that is a win. Having any traction on this guy and making that go is, again, it's an indication of things being very, very bad. But it's not gonna last. Yeah, that diameter pull I got, well, that's a learning experience. It's a little too tight. You'd have to come right on it and kind of, stick your head around it. That's too tight. You need larger diameter pulls for that one. I feel like that's a sticker wasted. And I don't want to waste a sticker. I like stickers. So I don't know if this other mic is doing. Let's see. If somebody shows up, I'll turn it back on. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, no, I'm not saying whether or not it was deliberate, or maybe somebody else said that, but yeah, you could say incompetence, but like it's incompetence on the level of like legal malpractice. So it's not representing the interests of the client in any way, shape, or form, and like sounds more like what you'll get from a California public defender who will just plead you out, basically. There's been plenty of studies on the California legal system that have exposed that awful practice. So it sounds more like that. So incompetence, easily we can see that. And if it could be anything more, we don't know what more there is. But at least incompetence. That's clear. Y'all rock. Yeah, I mean, the whole thing about like people starting to go kind of really small ball vicious on anybody fundraising for these things, this was never the talk, right? Like any protester that got into this kind of stuff and had a real fight to fight in the courts, it was all hands on deck, was always the word. Anybody that could help to help, and not so many questions about it. And now, since we've had all of these ideas about ooh, this money, ooh, this influence, that, this, that, and the other thing, it's going to make it harder for all of us to make moves and do any fundraising for the most legitimate things. And you know who wants that? Take a guess. So no, it's all mine. It's all mine. It's all mine. I'm the keeper of the the crypt keeper of the sticker tech. Hey, well, okay, so 25 cents a sheet. Is that fair? She might myrtleize me, guys. Like, it was a joke, though. I'm getting the. I mean, seriously, do you want to face that down? I don't want to face that down. I'm going to give over the stickers gratis, no problem. And yeah, well, it was always. I was just joking. Yeah, that's right. She's got hungry eyes. Let's see. Maybe I should open it up a little more.
Yeah, I just need one.
Oh.
Like one of the orange ones.
Oh, okay.
I can't really carry a lot.
All right. Yeah, we need to get you a better thing. So.
Are these both stickers?
They're all stickers.
Can I
Those
just
are.
have one of these, please?
Yeah. Well, that's what I was trying to do. Here you go.
Yeah.
See, Danny should have talked to the liar before court. Well, look. Pre-trial well, yeah, some kind of conference beforehand. Well, perhaps. But I mean, conference or not, for what this is, it's it. I mean, I think we're all in agreement, no matter like anybody on this side, once it finally came out, like this guy's totally incompetent, completely did not serve the interest of their client. And it's like, when it's Scientology, I think everybody has a right to be suspicious. Because maybe this firm is great. Maybe they've done a bunch of Scientology work. Does it mean they couldn't pay off this incompetent guy and have him work against the interest of perhaps his like maybe not so great middling career in this firm? Maybe he has his sights on another job. I don't know. But either way, like asking the questions after something like that when Scientology is involved in court, it looks really bad. It's not just normal incompetence to me. It doesn't look like that. And especially from a high-powered firm, it's just like, it doesn't smell exactly right. I can't make any conclusions, but the questions are valid. Or just questioning, I think, is a valid practice with things like this, because it just, Jesus. Because Scientology's tactics are broadening, they're continuing to intensify, they're doubling down, they're spending more resources and more time. So we have to expect that they're going to get into these corners where we don't expect them, like in our own legal representation, perhaps. Like, talk about safe pointing. If you can do that, you know, you have a pretty good shot at controlling everything. Let's see. Yes, he has. Some don't realize that he's been under a lot of stress. So Janice, what's that? Senior, who's manning the phone? Yeah, it's unclear about the phone thing. What I will say is that, like, why was it allowed for the people out here to spend so much effort on something that wasn't really being watched and was marginally effective? And if we're getting emails more and they're only getting spam calls on the telephone, why not just tell us to put out the email? Why did we spend months doing the other thing? Why do I have a bony process on the end of my finger from chalking that number into the street everywhere? I want to support what works. I like, if it's the foundation, if it's any organization that's doing this work. But I want to do what works. What is efficient? What is an efficient use of my time so that I'm not just burning myself out here for nothing, for something that's not effective? And I just, I want to know that what I'm doing now is. So it'd be nice to have the air very thoroughly cleared on that. And to maybe, from the foundation, have a very, very clear message as to what will be most effective to help them. Because I think many of us would like to do that, and we have been. We just maybe need a little direction in leadership so that we're not faffing about wasting our time. No, it's not hard to man a phone bank 24/7. It's not. Okay. You get volunteers, you have them work in shifts, you put up a schedule. Okay. There are web apps that do this, and you can do it remotely. You can have people all over the country or all over the world doing this work, right? It's how you do political campaigns. It's how you do phone banking for environmental causes. They'll send you a link. It'll sign you up with their web application. You'll have like either a direct line incoming or a list of calls if you're phone banking outgoing. So it can be done. These services exist and they're not expensive. And it's the work I've been involved in, like off and on a fair amount of my life. I've seen it, and it's like, it's not hard either. It's not rocket science. So that's part of the upsetting point, is that the lack of clarity in leadership is disturbing to me. So and especially with the amount of effort that's been put on this, and then the frivolity with which all of that wasted effort has now been treated, is also a bit much. So, and again, like, you know, I've been downcast and disheartened by things in this movement from time to time. I'm not as despondent, and I'm not going to start swinging other than just trying to say what I think we might need out here to better fight for this cause. That's all I want to do. I want to make this work. I want to shut down every single org. I want to make sure that not one more kid gets stuck in this crap. So, whatever the mode of communication is that we're meant to do, let's have it. Let's have it clear. Let's know exactly what it is. And we'll switch out the flyers, you know, we'll put out the new word, whatever the most efficient is, we'll do that. No props, no resistance, no hesitation. I mean, is this. I mean, it is a crazy AI image, but like the focus on this fake Space Navy person, just so dedicated to squeezing out that hot dog water. Yeah, I saw the crochet banner, and it's instructive. It's a good object to make the point that DOA is making, of course, and it shouldn't be so easily laughed off or dismissed. So many people putting their whole hearts into this do not deserve to have their efforts taken lightly, or taken advantage of, or exploited, or thrown away. They don't deserve it. So I want to make sure that, because we need every last drop of freaking resistance against this cult, absolutely, and we need it to work. And there's going to be trial and error. There's going to be things that won't work, but you know how you don't know if things are working or not? When you don't tell anybody, or you don't do any analysis, you learn from anything, if that's what you're doing. So, it's gripping. I love that image. It was very, very good. Oh, this breeze. The trees. It's serious. Oh, it's like heaven. It's like fucking heaven. Oh, excuse me. Oh my God. I didn't even know. I was gonna drop F-bombs about heaven. That wasn't really in my thoughts. I am just a heretic. Don't mind me. It's so windy, it almost took my whole rig. Right, y'all. So it seems like a number of people in here are thinking very hard about these issues. And ooh, Mindy's song. Mindy has a new song. What do you mean? Curious. Let's see. He said the Aftermath number was never manned. I mean, yeah. I mean, whatever it is, we just need a clear indication, very, very clear, as to what to do next. And I think that'll go a long way to at least giving everybody something to do, right? This is the main thing. People want to help. People want to feel that their efforts are working. So like give them things that are effective to do. So if the number ain't working, give us the next thing to do to help the freaking foundation. Because we want to see this work done. We want to see the people that are helped help. People are being helped. Yeah, that's exactly. Who said that? ENR. That's what I'm saying. You can have volunteers on a basis and route phone calls to people. Well, another thing is that if you're doing that, either you need to have some training if people have never done phone banking before, so you need to, stick to a script, and you need to know the lines. And if people are in like real trouble, emergency numbers or mental health services to get them in contact with, all this kind of stuff. So, it takes effort, it takes some amount of training and management. And, to be able to run something like that properly, you either have like some volunteers, but you need somebody to organize the volunteers, and you need to pay them. You need to pay for the services and everything. It's not very expensive to run one of these things, but it takes something. But that's what you have a foundation for. Well, I mean, Aaron's in a really tough spot, obviously, Every move that he does is under this crazy microscope that it's hard, I think, for very many of us to really comprehend. And it's tough in there. It's tough making the decisions and having all this expectation on you. Makes it tougher if you can't admit your mistakes. And then people can't trust you. And, he needs to, every move that the dude makes has to serve a bunch of different interests. And, well, like in chess, each move you make wants to advance your position along a number of lines and anticipate a number of lines of attack at the same time, not just one direction, not just one possible strategy. And so you got to play some amount of the middle while still, playing your game. And I see him doing a lot of that, and it's what you got to do. But I don't know. I think the main thing that's problematic is engaging and swinging in the drama anymore. That's, I mean, not that he can't. I won't say don't do it. He can do what he likes, whatever. But for somebody in a position like that, it really leaves you wide open. So, I mean, generally, just for the foundation, it's not a great idea. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, guys. Let's see. He did so when he set his lives to subscribers only and tried to gain some of that, but oh, well, I mean, viewership, this, that, and the other thing. you know, you win some, you lose some. I mean, maybe it set off, maybe it was problematic for him that he lost like 0.4 something percent, not a whole percent. Still get him back. We'll come back. I mean, it's scary. Like, it's scary for me. I have no idea what it is to lose that many, and who knows, it might happen soon. But yeah, that would freak anybody out. But again, like, there's no reason for all this fight. A lot of things have been stirred up in the past 4 or 5 weeks. And the reverberations are still happening, and now they've reverberated up to the top of the movement. And hopefully this is the last go round, because we can't afford much more of this. In general, I think it's pretty much run its course. We're going to get this final round of it. Let's see, I doubt it because you're reasonable. Maybe he thinks everyone will follow everything he says, but, well, look, I mean, I don't think he wants that. Well, being a founder of these foundations, and being the largest channel by far, being the most recognizable face of the thing, just by that will give you some amount of responsibility. Just your influence is power, is responsibility. So, you know, there's an amount that he says he doesn't want to be a leader, but it's, you know, it will naturally fall to him. Very many things, when things get tough, people are going to look to him for advice, look to him for direction, for solace, for comfort, direction. I mean, you know, what the hell does Aaron think about this? I would think, you know, when some shit goes down. I think very many of us would, even if we have, like, maybe some misgivings about the guy, you know, because it's just what it is. I have no problem with that at all. I think, you know, I'm like, holy shit, like, in the same light, like, the amount of good that DOA's done, that's somehow getting forgotten in, like, a lot of people's criticism of him, which I think is ridiculous. It's absolutely fucking absurd. So many of us are on the street inspired by DOA dancing in the fire, in the protest, making it like an art form, like confectionery. And it's the rare person that can put that kind of creativity into something that's this serious and withstand deadly consequences of it. And at the same time, critics of Aaron are like, the amount of stuff that he's done for everybody, the structure of this thing, the advocacy that he has actually effectively done, the people that he has in fact helped, the awareness that he has in fact brought, the seriousness with which, you know, he treats, like, a whole lot of subjects within Scientology, explaining them better than most. It's all because, you know, we're seeing maybe some things that we don't like, or, you know, or making some criticisms that, like, it's this all or nothing kind of swipe that on any side, that I find troubling. You know, you only really need to do that when you're in some real danger. So, because, like, people are going to make mistakes and they're going to disappoint you. All of this stuff is going to happen. They're not going to be what you like. They're not going to be your brand. And maybe they can't be in your life anymore. And you can make that decision too. But the whole like burning it, like scorched earth, burning everybody down to the ground side of it, it's exactly what we shouldn't be doing. Not in the long run, you know. And it makes our arguments weaker by making kind of universal declarative statements about, oh, and heard good sushi was had today. Yeah, that was inspired. Here's some here's some grace, kindness, and less group BS for everyone, but especially for you. And you're beyond generous. You're beyond a generous supporter. Above and beyond the call of duty, every protester should have a fan like you. I'm almost embarrassed how cool you are. And I mean, now I don't look, just caveat, I don't want to, oh, hey there, Anna from Canada. I don't want to lump, like, first off, Eric Rader into any of my opinions. Okay, we have a show. We don't have the same mind. We have differences of opinion on this, and we always will. And I like it. I think it's great. I learn more, definitely from people that I can still hang with, that we can disagree on certain things and still be super cool friends. So, like, just, you know, anything that I'm saying here, I just want to make sure that's not confused. But I'm out here kind of inspired by what he's doing. I wanted to get in on this because immediately when he couldn't handle what was going on in LA, he's like, okay, what can I handle? What can I do? What can I still do to be effective? And he found it. And he's doing it every day. And, you know, going to the org has been hard. It's been hard. It's been harder every time. See, I'm not taking a stand with any sides because I'm on the side of getting rid of cult cytology. I do think it's brought up some great points. I would hope everyone takes time to reflect. Okay, yeah. I mean, basically, that's kind of where I'm at. But you know, I don't know about the great points, guy. But basically, people taking less swings. You got to direct me though. I don't know where I'm going. Oh no. Well, but we have walkie-talkies. You could have said 10-4 Eleanor and I would have come running. Here we go. And Casillas gave us some sushi money. Yeah. Where are we going? This is awesome. All right. This way. All right. So yeah. But yeah, getting out here and doing what work we can. I don't know. Yeah, been overwhelmed at the org. You know, we've been assaulted there so many times, and you know, the cops all the time, the fire department, all this stuff over and over and over again. And it's good to be able to still do some work and not just be in front of that org and taking it right on the nose from Scientology. So kind of, what is it? Expanding our arsenal of silly tricks. Yes, no, all the lights. And I mean, I can only imagine how cool this stream is. Bike view. So how's the gimbal doing on the bike? Yeah, it looks pretty good. Yeah. Wicked. Awesome.
like the main walking area for all the students.
Oh, right. Okay. Oh, right through like main artery.
And this is like once you get past through here, it's like 12 cars and like except emergency people.
Nice.
And it's all bricked up, so it's all okay. Look, that building right there is the one.
What?
Wednesdays during the first and second semester, every Wednesday, the astronomy, math, and physics building. There's a telescope at the top up there. Wednesdays, it's free. You could just go there, ride the elevator all the way to the top, and it's free. And they have like a really high-powered telescope. And, so check it out. Costs nothing.
Sweet.
Oh, I missed my exit.
Yeah, y'all. And thank you so much. So, yeah, you know, he was able to leave the fray and go do what he could do in LA. I mean, Eric Rader, and just kick ass every day. Yeah, this just feels really good, and it's good to get some steps rather than kind of being inside and focusing on a bunch of inside stuff and living in my head too much. Good to be doing the do.
You've never seen the canoe sculpture, have you?
No. Okay. Yeah, well, you know, June was going to be a tough month. June was just going to be tough. Once this kicked off, it was going to be about a month of this kind of division, you know, a month to 6 weeks, and then about a month of everybody apologizing for all the harm, and then everybody's going to come back together sometime in August.
Canoe sculpture. Is that not getting clear?
I don't know. Yeah, it's like, is there a whale vomiting up a bunch of canoes that they've just eaten, or what is that? Let it all out. $5. Thank you for all you do. Well, thank you very much, and I will shout, let it all out. So these polls are not super great. I am bearing with you. I'm looking for the place to do the thing to the thing.
I know.
I think they're not going to be happy with the bollards being tagged.
I already did some the first place.
I mean, that's pretty mental. That's I don't know, maybe a little dangerous in the wind. I see they've drilled a lot of holes in it so it doesn't catch the wind completely. And you think that it... Oh, right. But has there been a twister? All right. I don't know. Nope.
Oh, you don't see that? Well, there's lots of them all around here
And
and in here.
they're too small. And they're all scalloped. Yeah. Yeah, these aren't super great.
All right, I will go back to the street.
And you can see that they're absolutely clear.
Okay, well, the ones I found are not.
Okay, well, let's find those. Well. Oh, wow, raccoons, y'all. Going into the storm drain. Careful there, Leslie. Oh yeah, you were a good 20 feet from him. It looked like you were much closer. I was looking at the zoomed in look. Oh, you poor guys. The storm drain, buddies. Dar. Well, if I wasn't sweating, I'm sweating now. All right. Good thing for this breeze. It's a bit much. Yeah. Right into the drain. All right, I'm slowing it down. I am not following a bike at pace. That just doesn't seem fair. Doesn't seem fair at all. So yeah, I don't know. Been trying to work behind the scenes to try to calm everything down and try to get everybody to stop swinging. To try to get people to recognize our shared humanity, where we might need to fight and where we don't have to. And it's not really been working. It's been working in some cases, and not in others. But doesn't mean that I'd stop, because it's worth it to even reduce the level of harm that's going on, even a little bit. Dude. What is, oh my God. It is so freaking hot. Where are we going? I'm trying. Wicked. Oh my God. Like wherever the street is, wherever I can do my work. All right. All on my own once again. Yeah. So now I'm carrying everything and walked a mile. I'm a sweaty mess. Ugh. Yeah, that's right. I mean, generally people don't want truth or veritas. They want certainty, and they want kind of acceptance of their ideas and their point of view. And if they can't get that, then who knows what they're going to do. So that's generally where it is. All right. So yeah, looks like I'm unmodded, y'all. I haven't seen one of my mods. I didn't really let them know, and it's late on a weekend, so we're just hanging out, and I think that's all well and good. But like, I do not want to be walking without a stop like that so much. It's rough out here today. Yeah, here we go. I mean, if they come kind of, you know, my approach is to try to make some sport out of them, you know, because most of the trolls that come around here aren't even good at what they do. They're not even close to good. It's kind of a joke. I mean, there are a few that are worth their salt, but not many at all. So yeah, generally try to entertain some stuff, and well, also give people a good look at what they are. exactly how dangerous they are, which is not at all, and get some pattern recognition going. You know, oh man, that was rough. So, because like I don't know, I've been around since the old OG internet. It was a little bit more lawless then. It's not so many hurt feelings all the time and some harder talk. So, you know, what passes for tough on these internet streets is kind of odd to me nowadays. I don't. People roll over for things that I don't recognize as trolls, pretty much. So I hope to get people a little bit of a tougher skin, slightly tougher. I mean, you know, one person's, you know, critical commenter is another person's troll. So hard to say. Hard to say. You guys are great. Immediately, that's right. And there seems to be like a whole lot of, you know, witch smellers out there. People are kind of trying to burn people in effigy, or completely not even in effigy, just I'm gonna burn you. So a whole lot of that. So we are currently on Guadalupe. This is where the street where the org is. The org is just down there. And there's their huge, disgusting sign. Big as Texas. We got some local graph going on here. So yeah, I really wish it wasn't like what's going on right now, and we weren't so many of us weren't hurting each other. But another point that's going around, and I think is I've seen in the chat, is like this just happens in movements like this. It just happens like this. Things break down, people get mad, but especially kind of the consequences of everything that we're doing become kind of more intense. Especially if we're losing things like, I don't know, cars and our living situations or our jobs, or losing sleep, losing friends, losing time. People start to take this stuff a little bit more seriously. And then they start to have their differences of opinion about how to do things become deeper and deeper until they can't really see the value of what the other side or the other point of view is doing at all anymore. And then you get deep divisions in movements along ideological and dogmatic lines. And from SNCC to the SDS to probably even the Symbionese Liberation Army, even though I don't call them a real revolutionary group, they're a bunch of kooks, but I mean anti-capitalist basically, but very, very criminal, giving the whole thing a bad name. These things happen in these movements. It's better to accept them as part of the natural course than to think that it's the end of the world, because it's not. It's just a shakeup. Any major dude with half a heart surely would tell you, my friend, Any minor world that breaks apart falls together again. When the demon is at your door, in the morning it won't be there no more. Any major dude would tell you. Good evening. So, that's Jim. It's for Scientology protests.
Oh, like protesting the Church of Scientology?
Correct.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a list of streamers that are currently live that are protesting Scientology around the world, and then a complete list of Scientology protesters in each city around the world. If you would like to see who's doing it, where, when, and why, this sptv.space is the place to see all of it.
Okay.
And
What's
so,
the main reason why?
The main reason to protest Scientology?
Yeah, I guess.
Well, my main reason is because they're a child trafficking cult. It's because they harm the most vulnerable and innocent in our society. And as I'm friends with some survivors who were born in or trafficked in as children, and will have to struggle for their whole lives for any amount of normalcy, and know from their firsthand testimony exactly how destructive this is. And they're parked right there. They're going after these college kids. They want them to be their next generation of, I don't know, lifelong worker slaves. As the people that are staff in there, they work like 70 to 100 hours a week.
Really?
And they get paid $47 a week. So, but you get to go on course for free Scientology if you work over, full time at a grueling job, right? Selling their stuff for them.
I saw the lights on and I was like, do people live in here or like?
Yeah, I mean, people work in there. Their schedule is like 9 to 10 o'clock at night during the weekdays, and they close at 6 on weekends. So I'm sure they might have an event in there tonight, but
No, I don't think so. It seemed empty, but
yeah.
I don't know. It just felt like, I don't know, just kind of the vibe I get from some of them. It's like, I almost feel like they live there.
Pretty much they do.
Yeah.
Most of their time, and they'll basically, go back and forth from here and do little else.
Huh.
Yeah, so it's a slavery trap. And for me, going after the kids and going after college kids is unconscionable. And that's why I'm out here trying to make sure that none of these people get wrapped up in this and have their lives destroyed by it.
Huh. Oh, very interesting. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I've looked into like the Dianetic stuff and just, YouTube. And I don't know people personally really that are involved in, maybe like one person that claimed they were, but I guess I didn't know how trustworthy.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, there are a number of survivors on YouTube right now that are telling their stories. If you want to hear about the deprivations and horrors of Scientology, the SPTV streamers, it's part of it means suppressive persons television. Suppressive persons is what the church calls enemies of the church. So we've taken this term of abuse and, adorned ourselves with it. So, their stories are part of what inspired to get me out here and to do this work.
I saw like the Going Clear thing, right?
Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good documentary.
Did that one go over like the child trafficking a lot? It's been a while since I've seen it.
I mean, to a degree, but not. I mean, nobody's really focused on it the way this particular movement has yet. That's been kind of. I mean, it's always been a focus, but it's kind of finally come to the forefront, and it's being investigated by the federal government.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're under investigation for human trafficking. So, hopefully it becomes like a RICO thing, and they're all kind of swept up in a criminal conspiracy. And I think at that point, the pressure will go up. A lot of them will jump out, turn state's evidence to save themselves. Because if the feds bring a case, their conviction rate is over 90%. So if they bring a case against you, they're probably going to win, and they know they are. And if they go RICO, that means that everybody in the criminal conspiracy is equally liable and culpable for all the crimes committed within the conspiracy. all everybody else did within the conspiracy, you are also liable for. That's part of the RICO statute. Yeah, indeed. And so none of these staff members, they don't want that. And their deal leader is going to run off someday with all the money and leave them holding the bag, probably when the feds get close. And it'll run with some billions of dollars to a country with no extradition treaty with the United States. And that'll be that.
I didn't know all that was going on.
Yeah. In your backyard.
Yeah, right there.
Well, thanks for your time and attention. You have a good night.
You too, man.
Right on. That was a great interaction. Concerned citizen who's asking very valid questions. Hollywood Aja. Is that the real Hollywood Aja? I thought Hollywood Aja had another insignia there. Yeah, that's what I thought. Eric, sup? Oh, Ultimate Fighting, right? Man, I remember getting into that at the very beginning for a little bit because my friends were crazy martial artists, and when it was the Gracies that were dominant, way back, that you couldn't beat their technique for a little while. You couldn't do it. Yeah, indeed. Let it all out. Yeah, it did not seem like Aja. So what is this fake Aja doing? Fake. Hi. Mama too. ENR. She did. Lol. Fake indeed. Is that the first one? That was the first one. Eric's been in here for a second while I've been talking. Sup, man? Yeah. Chat is rad tonight. Y'all are rad. Oh yeah, I like that one. Bang. Thank you so much, Eric. Definitely inspired taking your lead. And armed with all of this wonderful tech of the flyer, we are edging ever closer to the belly of the beast. Sciento. I mean, they're right over there, right? Sorry. Right down there. So, we're getting there. Oh, you rule. You rule. We all rule. It's all time to rule like fools. Gonna take him to school. Good evening. Oh, you're good. Ooh, the breeze out here. Man, I'm starting to cool down, finally. Woof. I've been trying to avoid the Texas heat because I haven't completely gotten in step with the amount of heat and humidity. I'm just not used to it, and it's making me feel kind of physiologically weird. So, yeah, so I'm trying to do, you can see it coming from this direction, and then you're walking this direction. You can also see that kind of thing. So I got to do more flyers. I'm getting lazy with the stickers. Got to save some of the stickers. Oh, no. The sprinklers are on, but it might be good actually to have some moisture in the air. It might actually be good. Yeah, that's not what I need. A vertical one. So yeah, I don't think a hammer stapler would work out here, I was telling him. Kind of might be a futile effort. Might really hurt my wrist. Yeah, see, nope, cookie. I made a typo too. You missed it. I just sorry, bad joke. Bad joke. Yeah, we didn't listen. So I'll start chatting. Hello there. Where are you on campus?
I'm by the turtle.
Right by the what?
By the turtle pond.
Oh, right on. Cool. That must be nice.
Do you want me to come find you, or are you coming to the turtle pond?
I mean, I'm just firing up across the street from the org. I'm gonna be a little bit doing it.
Oh, no worries. I'm not far from you at all. I'll be there in like 3 minutes.
I'm running out of tape already. Gee whiz. Better save some for the org. I might as well just go up there right now and hit it up and freaking at least knowing that I'll have enough tape for going in front of them and doing the stickers that I want to do over there. And yeah, I don't have the light. Excuse me. It's been one of those days. Belching uncontrollably. Sorry, y'all. All right. We made it. Here we are, face to face, right in front of the stupid org. Yeah, that much tape left. That ain't a lot. Although there is a CVS right down there, a block. There's probably and a Target right down there. Probably could get some more packing tape, but it's all shut up. They're all the lights are off. They're long gone from 6. Doesn't look like they had an after hours anything, but they're gonna arrive to something. Turtle Gate. Oh no, there's a turtle pond and all sorts of turtle actions being had behind my back. There's another Hollywood Aja. Wow. That doesn't look real either. Did you make another sock account? Oh, on the blue planet. Right. What do we do? The master hunter, the anglerfish. Oh, zoop, beep, poop a dip, bop a dip, bop ba dip, bop boop. Yeah, it's kind of a sleepy night here on Guadalupe. Kind of sleepy. So that's interesting. They left the coffee sandwich board out there. So let's see. We're walking up on the org here. Org, borg, dorg, morg, blorg, 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 blorg. It's a stupid org. Yeah. I should stop kicking my tripod all the time. Why is there standing pipes why is that always leaking? Org, 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 org. All right. They've all gone to beddy buys. They've all gone to bed. if I'm not incorrect, it seems like they have a curtain in front of the curtain. They've gone double shade tech. They've gone shady tech. Hey, you know, I want everybody who is effective out here to have the best success that they can. And, you know, I haven't handled myself perfectly. I haven't. I would never say that I had. But I do very much want these efforts to succeed. And I think to be able to do that, we need to stop being so aggressive. We need to be more understanding for more people, more acceptance of people's humanity and their foibles and their mistakes, and not demonize them for them all the time reflexively. Oh, what is this? Shirley D. Taft. That's a very interesting name. I like it. If Anne has the sushi, let me help with the drinks. Thanks for all you do and your reasonable take on the situation. I mean, thank you very much. That's wonderful. That will definitely be a fun, relaxing time on you. I very much appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, there's no very good reason for us to be in a ton of conflict, and it ends up hurting everybody. Although it's necessary to get stuff out, and when stuff gets out, if it's been bottled up for a while, it's going to be awkward. It's going to be mean. All the things people have been thinking, you know, maybe they didn't know so much about their own feelings even. They haven't been able to like express them openly, and so the first time it's going to be maybe more mean than it needs to be, or you know how we all go off. Geez, we all lose it sometimes. And this work is incredibly stressful. It's not like regular stuff. So yeah, if we're going to make it, we need to have a little more grace for each other, I think. And so I'm trying to have it for myself at first. And if I can do that, then, you know, I can give of myself to others. Good evening. Which, I mean, recently it's been a lot I've been giving of myself. A very lot. Too much. Welcome.
I found the stage where Pitbull's playing tomorrow and the Corona that they're storing.
Oh no. Pitbull. Oh, that should be entertaining.
He's joining the SEC conference all day long.
Gross. With Pitbull. You can get all your dancing out there with the pit of the bull. He's so sexy. Yeah, not my favorite dude. But it should be fun, a party. I Corona. I think when I was in college, I might be veering over there to see if the Midnight Beer Company was in service, but no. What do you say? Yeah, blurg, indeed. But you know, a bunch of Corona. They got a big stage. You know, be a to do for the kids. That'll be fun for them. But yeah, I mean, not the best thing Florida ever produced, I think, Pitbull. But kind of a mixed bag in general for Florida, really. Sorry, Florida. Not sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna need more tape. Whoa, she zoomed away again. Who knows where Pearl Snappy will end up next? Only the Snappy knows. So, yeah. So peaceful. It's also, I think, good for me to be out here and to be in front of this building and not kind of have the adrenaline reaction that I've been having. Because, I mean, we haven't been in the worst physical danger, but a number of people have stepped to me in front of this org, and so round and round. It's starting to have the effect of like, oh yeah, I remember like all of these assaults and fights, and well, not fights, but you know, just them pushing me around, laying hands on me. You know, nobody's actually taking a swing, so don't want to overplay it. Yeah, just grabbing at me, poking at my person, literally, like with a finger into my chest, or the Pete's guy grabbing at me, or whatever. Started to be a bit much. So, I think they very much might not appreciate all of these stickers and posters. Oh no! What have I done to myself? Oh no, don't blow away. That one blew away. I'll get it. Where'd that go? Sorry, y'all. I don't want to litter. Oh yeah, major screw up. What can you do? So, oh dear, that sounded like fireworks to me, or maybe a manhole cover being lifted out and dropped. Oh, it's very well lit over by the org. They want to make sure. So, you know, I believe that this vent is technically their property. I'm not going to touch the vent. But some of these posters, though. Did all of the small ones fall out with that? Oh, they did. Okay. So, yeah, too bad these are too tight as well. You can't really. I want to get this one visible to them on something. They've got those uprights too. Well, like if there's an electrical box, I want to do that. Oh, I need some water. Jeez. And from Canada, let's see. Oh, you're taking off, Eric? All right, man. No! Yeah, I had a moment of weakness today. I definitely did. I definitely thought, you know, I'd had a bit of enough. It's not true. It's not true. I was just sad. It's just sad. It's sad that this is all going on. And when I get sad and afraid about stuff like that, I start looking for an out. And it's not what I want. It's not what I want to do, ever. But it really scared me getting kind of thrown under the bus by somebody so influential. It was tough. And so I had a moment of weakness where I'm like, today, oh, geez, I might get out of here. Like, Halo. Like, I'm not going to make it. Like, I can put it forward all of this effort, sweat, time, money, and then the physical risk, being assaulted, having everything in my life pretty much destroyed, and have it all taken away by just one powerful person in the movement saying something. So, you know, I guess it's just always the risk. It's always what it is. So it's no different. It just scared the hell out of me. It scared the hell out of me. Make him get up on a ladder for that one. So, I wasn't. No, probably not. Just let people sit on the benches, I guess. But yeah. You know, it made me so sad. Like, oh God, nobody sees me. You know, blah, all this stuff that you feel when you're upset when somebody puts you down like that. And I'm glad that I had a day of turning it around, and I had a day hanging out with the Cultology twins in a wonderful live panel that just like showed me exactly what we're here for. Again, and you know, I need those pick-me-ups, and especially today, thank you, Cultology twins, and everybody that was in that chat. That was just, it was wonderful. I really, really, really needed it. And then, you know, the wonderful Liz Ferris has been a constant friend and a constant source of support. I can't tell you how much it means. And how many times she's been the kind ear, the voice of reason, the reorienting voice. Yeah, I was able to after a time. Yeah, I was able to kind of gather myself to myself with the help of my friends. And like, just with what's going on, if it's going to be like this, we're going to lose useful people left and right. We're just going to lose them, you know, and maybe we can replenish them with other people, and maybe we can't. I don't know. It's not clear. Not entirely clear. So I just don't think we should be just burning people down willy-nilly. Maybe it's inefficient when we're trying to grow something. You know, this could be. Could possibly be. So, it's fucking sad. And okay, I think I might be wrong, but I think I have a Scientologist that's watching me. He's been stopping and starting and taking pictures of all of the poles. All the way down. He's been looking back over his shoulder at me.
Are we in your way?
No, you're good. No, you're totally good. Yeah, he looked pretty weird. Yeah, all the fake Ashes are here. It's like number 3 that I've seen. There could be 4 or 5. I don't know what the point of that is. Other than I don't know, playing around. Seems like you're playing around. I haven't seen anything other than that yet, but the rest of the chat could let me know, I guess, if there was anything else. Free Xenu project. Thanks. No, it's completely worth everything. Thank you. You know, like original friends out there on those internet streets. So close. Yeah, right. Yeah. Somebody almost had an Uber. All right. We are putting up signs as part of our protest against Scientology, your neighbor right next door. Yeah, I know, unfortunately. Yeah. It seems that they frequent your business quite often. Yeah. Yeah. And, well, they're a child trafficking cult. And they're parked right here, definitely going right after the students here. Impressionable minds, the lost, the weak, the heartbroken. Yeah. Try to get you in there and show you the video and get you to buy a book or something. Right. Yeah, well, have you been in there and taken their test?
I don't plan on it.
Yeah. If you ever become curious, just don't ever give them your real information. You know, so like a lot of the students, they're just curious. They'll go in there and kind of troll them, you know, use their time, use their resources. But yeah, just to see what's going on in there.
They start like sending like newsletters to you.
They will never leave you alone for the rest of your life. They will try to sell you a book, a course forever. You'll be on a list forever. And like people that have been out for 20 years, you know, they still go after you. It doesn't matter.
I've like heard some stories on like social media platforms like Reddit, YouTube, going on about so there used to be Scientologists when they left, and they were like pursued endlessly.
Correct.
They had their entire family destroyed.
Exactly. Some of these people are my friends, and some of them were born into Scientology at the highest levels, and like the secret base out there in the desert of California called Gold Base, which is like an armed camp with razor wire pointing inside, with cameras pointing inside to surveil all the people inside. And the kids born in there, you know, they didn't know anything of the outside world at all until they escaped or until they were able to leave Gold Base. Some people born in there didn't see anything but that compound for their first like 15 years of life, and then had to kind of learn everything else again. So you'd be taught maybe enough to learn how to read and write L. Ron Hubbard's work. But those same people trying to get like a formal education would come to find that they had not even the basic rules of grammar. Like they didn't know how to use a comma. Like 19, 20 years old, didn't know how to use a comma. So had to, like, literally the people that escaped this thing have to learn everything over again in a way. Sometimes not, and very many of them able to go on to like advanced degrees. One of my friends escaped this thing and ended up going to Stanford.
Were they still Scientologists after they went to?
No. This was after they escaped. Yeah. After they escaped.
Talk to us.
Oh, thanks for your time and attention. Absolutely. Oh, okay, great. I'm glad it was. Thank you very much. Good night. Right, y'all. With another positive interaction with the citizenry of Austin. Generally, very good reactions. Besides the people Scientology pays to come and beat us up, or pour soda and beer over our chalk, or threaten our lives like they did to Pearl Snappy. Yeah, well, and that's what got the walkie-talkies going. Was this guy that threatened to kill her 3 times. So, yeah, we're out here, we're willing to do this dangerous work and whatnot, but it would be good if all of it wasn't so taken for granted. Not by y'all in the chat, but I'm still a little cheesed at the number thing, I guess. I just want clearer communication so we're not wasting so much energy. It's like, that kind of unclear communication. Say you're building a house, build a foundation wrong, you frame it out wrong. You have to like fucking tear back a whole bunch of stuff, do demo back to like where you started screwing up and then build from there. So that's all. I just don't want to be screwing around out here. So I think I need some more tape. Yeah, I'm starting to sound like Waldorf. Okay, so are we still having fun with this fake Aja, or are they just trolling? Let's see. This community will survive the turmoil. There are hundreds and thousands of us that has followed this community for years. Turmoil is expected. Absolutely. So
Are you the guy on Instagram?
I'm not on Instagram. I'm on YouTube right now. Yeah, we're live streaming right here. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know who's on the gram. That might be DOA, but I don't know if any of the Austin protesters are on the gram. It could be Jay. I don't really look like Jay. No. He's actually got his hair. It's probably going to be for a while. That looks like some good genetics for hair. Me, very, very bad. I mean, for keeping it. It's not terrible, but I was starting to lose it by my late 20s, which was a long time for what my genes could have done. Because like my uncles on my mother's side, my grandfather on that side were bald by their mid 20s. So. But I don't know who's on the gram out here. I know he wasn't mistaking me for Pearl Snappy. Meh, it's only because your brain is busting out. My brain is busting out. Hi, Portland SP supporter. Let's see, trusted survivors that have been speaking out for many years. Absolutely, Anna from Canada. That's where I am reoriented. When I'm freaking out and, I'm months into this thing and, it's getting hot and they've seen people go through all of these stages. And they're like, yeah, remember, this is what we're doing. This is what we're fighting for. And, as soon as I get a clear look of that in my own mind, it all just falls back into place. So now I think I need like a safe word or something just to shorten it up. Like, sea bass or something. Right. You're acting like an old sea bass. It could be. So, oh no. That was a very bad. Yep, I ruined that one. Oh, it's so wasteful. A whole sticker. Oh, just I peeled it off and the wind blew and it, stuck them together on the back. It was all for naught. Yeah. But oh no. One thing that does worry me though is that I don't think we're all completely aware of how much Ellie and her cadre of mods are still out there stirring the pot behind the scenes and in front of the scenes and still causing all of the same damage that they were doing before. It's like, the face of that person went away and people dropped her as a mod, but the effect still continues. And I'm worried that people are losing sight of that. I mean, I know DOA talks about it, but just about everybody else is like clammed up. And I think a lot of people who had her as a mod would rather that be the case, because it's embarrassing maybe that they were with her for so long and she did so much damage to so many people that, they claim to be friendly with this kid. So what was extremely disturbing for me in this whole episode was that these lies were being spread about me all over the place. Now, I don't know how far and wide, but wide enough. And people that were meant to have my back didn't tell me until the coast was clear, until the word was out about Ellie. They didn't say a word to me. And so at that point, when I'm being attacked that badly, I realize I don't know who to trust. I don't know who actually has my back enough so that I could know when such a vicious lie is out about me, right? These people that, we shared the street, we protested, I had their back physically and otherwise. I would have thrown myself in front of a raging psycho in LA or in front of a cop in Chicago. And they couldn't pick up the phone to say, oh yeah, my mod is spreading lies about you, that you stole your own car, and that you're some kind of a drunk that can't handle their stuff and is willing to commit a number of crimes in order to cover up their drunken driving or something. So, and that remains basically unfixed with me and a number of people. Because I'll tell you, I would not do the same to anybody else. I would not do that. I wouldn't do it. If I heard that about any of you, I'd go right to you. I'd call you up. So, and then, so this continues. All of the Ellie stuff gets basically swept under the rug after a little while, although her influence remains with all of her holdovers and kind of all of the other tentacles of influence that she still has. And seemingly going nowadays pretty high up the chain. Oh, makes me sad. A lot of this makes me just so unnecessary. But again, like round and round, it is something that just happens in these movements. It's something that we all have to go through. It just hurts. It's a lot of learning really fast. As soon as this all kicked off at the beginning of June, I'm like, yep, we're going to learn a lot really fast, and we're going to go through a lot, and we're going to learn what we want and what we don't want about all of this. And it's going to become more efficient at the end. But in the interim, it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt really bad for a while. Learning really fast usually. Okay, so we're not having fun with fake offs anymore? All right, I see. So Ayo, park bench, Ayo, park bench, Ayo. I don't see them. Ooh, that's fast. I don't see them. Hey, Mandy. Saw you there. Corn Freak is in the house. Park bench is in the house. Ayo, park bench, Hollywood. Okay, I got your back too. All right. Let's do that one. See you later. We'll try next time. I know you probably have like 20 sock accounts with the same name. That's a funny joke. Ha, har, 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 har. You know, got about the width of a walnut. How impressive. I mean, walnut's got all those grooves and everything, you know, maybe get some. Yeah, and well, we're meant to all have the same goal. I mean, very good point, Frisinu. I mean, but there are going to be differences of opinion about how to go about all of this. And where I have a problem, when I've had a problem the whole time, are the people that insist that there's only one way to do this, and it's the soft-spoken way is the only way to do this to convince these Scientologists to come out of the org. I'm telling you, it's going to be a once-in-a-blue-moon occurrence for that to happen in front of you, in front of an org, in the first freaking place. Not that we shouldn't try to have it happen, but it is going to be exceedingly rare. What might be more important is to make sure nobody gets inside. But either way, it's not one over the other. Both are good. People are better at either, and they should play to their strengths. That's fine. What I'm saying, we need all of it. If you don't like aggression in protest, you don't know protest. Okay, you just don't know it. Not really. Okay. Sorry. Like, and there's all sorts of different kinds of protests. And like, you know, I think Streets' point is valid where we need to make this more accessible for more people. And so that it's safe enough for the family to come down. That's a very, very fine point. And the barrier for entry needs to be lowered. Eric's been showing ways to do that. I think that's also extremely valid and needs to be done. But also the straight up confrontation needs to be done. And it's like less people are actually able to do that kind of work and withstand it psychologically, physically, all, you know, or just have the time, have the wherewithal, have the skill set to do it. It's not everybody, but it's not invalid. And it's definitely not just like a bummer or gonna turn people away, okay? It's what you need to do when actually things get freaking serious, okay? When you're doing anti-war protests, like, you know, when you're doing civil rights, when you're doing any of those things, when you're fighting power structures, asking nicely isn't always the way. It's the way for some people, some of the time. So I have a huge problem with people basically lobbying for us to limit our tactics. Because once you do that, well, they're, you know, your opposition's more easily able to anticipate you, encircle you, like in Go, so that you're completely ineffectual, or that, you know, they can contain all of your efforts in their counter efforts. So, yeah, I have a huge problem with that. And it also denigrates the efforts of a lot of people that have been doing really good work out here, which I also can't countenance, can't agree with. I can't agree with it, even as like, you know, an idea to put forward. Because if you're gonna like like limit whole categories of protest, or like speak ill of, again, it's going to be easier to anticipate what we're going to do. And it's like, you're going to say that Pearl Snappy isn't effective. You're going to seriously, anybody out there, and I know people try to make this argument, you're going to say Pearl Snappy's not effing effective? You got to be kidding me. You know how many people she freaking inspired out here with like her directness, her curtness, her volume, her like rapier wit? Her daring do, and her ability to just face down these things with no fear. So many of us, me included, are on the street for that. Because of it. And like, you know, to the naysayers on this, like how many of you shut down the operating business of an org nearly completely? Not only that, been the forerunner for many of the techniques that everybody else is using around the nation to shut down other orgs. So, I mean, not just her, you know, Streets is also aggressive. I'm aggressive, you know, DOA is aggressive, Laura's variable. But you need to be able to turn it on and turn it off, because if you can't turn it off, you can get yourself in a whole lot of trouble, okay? That's when they can bull bait you, right? It has to be switchable. So when I'm feeling most safe out here like that, I'm able to go from child trap, like child auditing is child abuse, like, to, oh, I hope you're well today, to anybody passing me behind, like, because I want to let the, like, if I'm displaying that amount of rage there, I want to be able to switch it immediately for the citizens, recognize their humanity, and try to assuage their concerns at all. And if it is possible that these people are curious, I want to try to bring them in. So maybe they'll like, oh wow, what's this person all on about? And then, you know, I'll address them as a person deserving of you know, respect. And generally people act how they're treated. So if you treat them well, they may respond well and kind. And so it's, if I can't switch it up, if like I'm going from that and I'm just fuming around the place, I'm less effective. So at least that's how I do it. And those are my strengths. That is what I've learned protesting on the street. I mean, it's only really in Chicago and at Easter that we had to go seriously toe-to-toe with the cops. Besides like the swattings that were here, and the police call in front of the information center in Los Angeles. I like that one. Yeah, it's Fake Space Navy. The Fake Space Navy. Maybe some SPTV stickers. Yeah. So yeah, it's time to get some more tape. I'm fresh out. Yeah, it's fine. But I don't know. Try to reserve judgment. Okay? A lot has happened in the past few weeks, but I don't know, if you ever were a supporter of DOA, not saying that anybody has to be, but I would just try to have anybody remember all the good, all of the accomplishments, the pressure on La Poubelle, the cookouts starting at Easter, and what that all was, moving it onto LRH Boulevard, forcing Sean and Galena to come out there and to double down and to use all of those resources, to have them shift and shift and shift and shift and have to keep up with whatever they're doing. All of that was valuable. All of that furthered the movement, inspired people to more action, and were accomplishments in and of themselves. Now, like perhaps you could say mistakes have been made and you don't like what's going on right now. I'll just say it might change. Maybe reserve judgment. So here we go. We're gonna get some tape, maybe a drink, maybe a snack. I don't know. Well, yeah, nobody's perfect, and the thing is, people make they make mistakes and they change. Ah, it's so nice in here. Holy Moses! I mean, it's a lot, but it's nice. Yeah. Okay, here we go into American Commerce Land. All of the items of your dreams can be yours. Ah, it's so nice. I feel like I can maybe dry out a little bit here. I'm a little wet from all the sweat. So yeah, where did they have my thing? They got my thing. Do your thing, do your thing, do your thing. Stop. All right. I don't need a snack. Drink is fine. Oh, I needed tape. Let's see. Here's soda, fragrance, acne, everything. Office supplies. Oh, those are all the snacks. Okay. Try not to be too rude with all the folk. Perhaps it's upstairs. I don't know. Yeah, it looks like it might be. Oh, excuse me. Do-si-do. Pharmacy, health, and household. I think household for packing tape. Oh, I have to getting even more steps. I was cooling down. Now I'm warming up. All right. Wow, I don't think I've ever been up here. Writing, I think it's right up here. Yeah, home and office. This is where it would be, and here it is. I found it. Okay. Storage tape, no. Long-lasting storage, long packing. That's a cheap packing. Scotch Sure Start. And I'm not sure what the price difference is here. Lasted in extreme temperatures. I think maybe that's what we want. So that's what we got. Extreme temperatures. Here we go, loop-de-loo. Good evening. You're quite all right. I think so. I don't know that person personally. They seem to be okay. Might as well be walking on the sun. All right. Okay, y'all.
Well, if you have
Welcome and bienvenue.
please scan it now.
You're a card.
Please select your payment. Place your.
I did.
Please wait. System process.
Okay.
Unable to process your payment.
Nobody look.
If you are finished scanning, please touch Finish and Pay.
I will.
Scan coupon now. Touch the Continue button. Your total is $21.40. Please select your payment method. Please wait. System processing. Thank you for shopping at CVS. Please remove all bagged items.
I can't put it in there. Okay, I'm not going to put it in my bag while I'm in the store. I know better than that. Sorry, y'all.
Your extra care card. Please scan it now.
I just wanted to keep everybody's data safe. Okay. So yeah, I got myself a couple atomic sugar waters, I think is what I'm starting to call them as of right now. It's electric boogie woogie. So atomic sugar water, tape, and we're back in busyness. So yeah, that was nice. It's nice to be indoors in the air conditioning. Good to know, at least for this New Englander, that there is a break somewhere to be had. All right. Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit. I did. What was that about? Turn around. Oops. Now I got the light in my eye. Turn around. Sure start. Now they said sure start, and I can see where it is. I just paid a lot of money for this tape. It doesn't seem so sure to me. Good evening. Oh, there's a lip before the lip. Okay. Ooh. Reloaded. This is my tape stick, you primitives. It's a little Army of Darkness. Here she comes. Ah, hello. Yeah, I was told to look out behind me, but you were coming the other way. Way to go.
You walked out and went the other way. Shit, I'm gonna go around the block.
Well, shit. How's it going?
Good.
Yeah. You're showing people the town?
Well, yeah, I was just talking yesterday. Sitting in front of the work.
Yeah.
I'm tired from riding all around.
Yes. Yeah, rocking and taping, talking and jocking.
Okay, how much longer do you want?
Oh, I see. Oh, are you saying you want to leave? All right. I don't know. I was just kind of going. I haven't felt any resistance yet, but I don't know. You know how I am. I guess I could be out here for a very, very long time. This is a new toy that I have here, so. What would you like to do? Well, what time is it?
Quarter after midnight.
Oh, I had no idea. Well, might be a good time to pack it up, and so that we can have any part of the rest of any kind of an evening. That sounds good. I had no idea. I felt like 10 o'clock or something. I'm just feeling great. All right. I think we're calling it, but we need to make it back to the car, right?
Yeah.
So that would be up the hill and taking a ride and going down the hill.
There's multiple ways to get there, but yeah.
All right, let's go the direct way.
I guess it's straight. We're gonna go back to the car. You guys can hang out with us. I guess.
Yeah.
Back there, but I gotta turn around.
Turn around. Every now and then a bicyclist gotta turn around because the bike's gotta turn around. Turn around. Princess Bride, thank you very much. It's very kind. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thanks for doing this. Looks like you have a minder. That's what it looks like to me. Somebody was looking right at me into this camera lens as soon as I passed them, and I caught them on the live. So I don't know if they were just looking, but they are security. I don't know what kind of security. We will see. Yeah. So this was fun. I think there's more of this that could be done. The bike's cool. Flyering as well. I think I saw one Sciento, a guy in a black turtleneck who was eyeing me and then going up and down all the poles that I had flyered, taking pictures of them. So somebody out here issuing an initial report, I think, about whatever's going on. Just about the flyers that are up, perhaps, and like what work might have to be done by an org. Thank you. Yeah, I think they flashed us. Yeah. So, yeah, not much activity in here late at night. And so tomorrow on Sunday, they're going to show up and the neighborhood's going to have a few more messages other than their only messages. Just one or two more messages. Arf, woof, bark. Arr, 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 arr. That guy's nice in there. He's very kind. He's gonna put one up here and go for a sticker. Yeah, I think this might be troubling to a few practitioners of the unscience of Scientology. I can't, couldn't even finish that one. Hi. I didn't even get in the shot. Hi.
There you go. What do you want?
I didn't know that was in the front. It was in the back.
Well, it's a really awkward angle. If it's on me, it's fine.
Oh,
Oh, you want to just like.
but so it can't angle back anymore?
Straighten it out.
Yeah. Right. Let's the snappy in the bike lane, being all safe. That light is pretty great. But yeah, got this new rig, this kind of master clamp that you can kind of clamp anything onto your bike and then put the super duper gimbal on it. It's a great little rig. Mind if I picture it? Ah, see? Ingenious. In frickin' genius. So this clamp that clamps onto the handlebar and then has like this super adjustable midpoint. There's like a ball adjustment there and a ball adjustment there, and then a really good kind of clamp that you could clamp anything onto, and then a gimbal as good as that. It's a pretty damn good rig. Pretty damn good. Oh, that got slapped. Who slapped it? That's that street psycho dude? Yeah, that's right.
Donate the money to protest if it matters.
Right. Right. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. It seems to work all right. He did really go for it. That guy was really skinny and he did really go for it. He was mean. I mean, his bony arm smacked the hell out of it. Oh, wow. It's a lot of steps in the middle of the night.
Yeah, I've already done this before today.
Well, on a bike. Come on now.
You do it tomorrow. Well, I did it on my feet this morning. And I'm making it come tomorrow.
I don't know. Making. You can't make me do anything. I'm my own person. I swear. Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. No, it's super great. It's pretty ding darn cute. Solid bike. Yeah, I don't know why I'm going like bike, because I feel bad for like kind of biking in place, biking super slow, but I'm starting to feel it. I'm wearing 2 bags. I got a backpack and with my rig and a bag full of paper. So it's like I'm dressed for school. I'm also in long pants and long sleeve t-shirt. That was, I mean, a collared shirt. It's probably bad attire for like 95, and it feels like 100 with. Jesus. Oh yeah. Shot achieved. Achievement unlocked. Oh, excuse me, sir. Right. So that guy knocks my teeth out like on his bike riding down the sidewalk. Do I get all his college money? I wonder if people try to throw themselves in front of college students to do that around here. You'd expect that to be a good scam. Hey, Kimberly. Sorry, it's so jumbly. I'm switching hands with the drink in hand. You're gonna what? All right, here goes. Hill bombing. We're gonna have a hill bomber go bombing past us here. Where's the hill bombing? I was promised hill bombing. You all saw it. That hill got bombed by a bicycle. I guess that's what you call it. And the thing is, I don't know if y'all do the fixed gear thing, but going downhill on a fixed gear, like a serious hill, could be really dicey if you don't pedal enough. If your feet get thrown from the pedals because of the speed, that gets really weird because you get terribly off balance. You just have to let go and maybe hope that those the pedals don't slap you in the leg, and then has to be going maybe slow enough, slow it down by the brake, then smack yourself some more. So that was a truly good bombing. Wowzers. Yeah, some action at midnight. Yeah, we're usually hanging out by this time, and we hadn't been out for a couple days, and I don't know. It's like I said before, it's been harder. A lot of stress, and then trying to deal with everything else that's going on. You know, well, you guys know all the stories, but Pearl has definitely been trying to help a lot of people out, and I've been trying to help a lot of people out right now, and it's taken up a lot of our time, which we're willing to give. Glad to help, but it's like it's taken up a lot of the bandwidth, and I've been trying to also. I don't know. I was meant to be in Massachusetts right now, breaking down my house, and I would have been, if not for my car repair being massively delayed, I would be there breaking down my living situation and packing it all up and coming this way. It's been delayed by a month, which was kind of a very serious setback for me, because I left that place at the end of February to come to Chicago, thinking that I would be back at the end of the weekend to my safe little place in the woods, and it's all gone from me now. I will never really live there anymore. I will be able to go back there for 5 or 6 days and clean it out, and that's just kind of sad. But it's kind of some change. It's unexpected change, and so that's what's kind of sticky. I don't know how to feel about it. I'm mourning the loss of what was a very, very good place for me to make music and to drum whenever I wanted to. So if you look at my first stream, I think was playing along to the music of Laura FM. I did a few of those, and then I did a stream in black and white where I kind of take you around my house and explain what I intend to do in protesting before I left the house, and that's what it looks like. If you want to see there, I did picture my living situation all that time ago, and I've just been trying to get over kind of that sense of loss and feeling dislocated, and like not having my car right now and losing my house in a way, and it's been a lot. And this flyering, I have to say, this is the best I felt, besides like hanging out with Liz and hanging out with the Cultology twins in a long time. And it's been the best that I felt coming out here and doing stuff on the street in a long time. I feel clear, sense of purpose, forward direction, accomplishment. It's all good. And so I'm looking forward to doing a lot more of this. Again, thank you so much to Eric Rader. Thank you so much to Bitchmersker and to Pup Groomer for the constant designs and sending them around to anybody else that has done any work for these that I don't know. Thank you. Thank you to anybody that has produced these wonderful things for us to put around to maybe scare and entertain the citizenry into becoming more interested in finding out about this cult in their backyard, and to also really annoy the heck out of Scientologists. I'm sure they're going to hate each and every one of these stickers and posters very, very much. I look forward to being like getting out there, getting in some steps, getting some raise, and not having to use my voice so much. I might be able to rest my voice. So it's a welcome change. Looking forward to doing more. Yeah. So, yeah, thank you all, everybody. Thanks to everybody that threw me some dollarinis here. You definitely covered the tape that I bought and the drinks out here and whatever it is, covering sushi and drinks as well. That's very kind. So, just all brilliant. Ann Casillas, Let It All Out. Shirley D. Taft, Free Xeno Project of Farsec. Thank you so much for your generosity. It's stuff out here, as you know, and that really, really helps out. Looking forward to better days for everybody in this, like less stress, more connection, more clarity where we can see where we're going and what it is that we're doing. And I think it's coming soon. Just while we're waiting for the dust to settle, just do whatever you can to not pick fights where we don't need to, or fuel the flames where it's not necessary. Some of it is necessary, and some people are just going to do that, and that's fine. Let them do it. Let them do it. You don't have to make their shit your shit. You choose your level of involvement at any time. So just know you have that power and engage where you think it's useful. I guess this is my advice to me that I'm trying to share. This is just basically what I say to myself. Scientology they're weak, and if we keep this up, they're not going to be able to retain the staff to even run the frickin' buildings. They'll be done. And with the weight of everything else, the feds are going to catch up to them at some point. They're going, but it'd be better if we can kind of force their hand, shame them through getting politicians excited about this and getting, voters of politicians excited about that. Getting perhaps some fresh-faced new local politicians to run on investigating Scientology, or try to get district attorneys and state attorneys general interested in this. Is the next steps throughout this year to take this to the next level, is to get those people to make moves, which they haven't been able to do. You're right, Free Xeno, absolutely. Those are their gears, absolutely, very, very, very slow. And so while that happens, the grassroots things has to continue. And the one will kind of grow off of the other. It works better to get in those rooms of power if you have like a popular movement, that's backing you up. If you're able to get a requisite number of signatures, or if you're just able to kind of corner somebody by their voters and their money. So I look forward to all of that. I look forward to better days, some more harmoniousness and mellifluousness between all of us. Just easier to turn on YouTube and see all this without like people going at it. Although people are going to need to settle their differences, and there's absolutely legitimacy in some level of conflict. But I think this is just about run its course. So again, thanks. Be good to yourselves. Be good to everybody else around here. F Sciento, till the last org falls, forever. See you next time. Goodbye. Goodbye.